Good morning, everyone. My name is Frank Masanja Musa, the CEO of Broken Technologies. Let me ask one question. When people learn about AI, what happens next? Across Africa, AI awareness is growing. People are attending workshops, trying AI tools, and becoming excited. But excitement alone does not create livelihood. The real question is how we move from AI awareness to real skills, real output, and real economic opportunities. Many people are interested in AI. They attend sessions, test tools, and understand that AI is powerful. But after the training, many do not know what to build, who to serve, or how to continue. So the problem is not that people are not interested. The problem is that AI knowledge is not being translated into practical work and economic opportunity. This gap becomes even more critical in places like Tanzania, where infrastructure, access, and follow-up systems are often limited. This is the gap that led us to ACTS, ACTS. ACTS stands for AI Campaign for Technology and Society. It is a field-based initiative operated through a partnership between Voice of Calling and a US-based nonprofit organization and Broken Technologies, a social enterprise based in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. The goal of ACTS is not to let AI education end as a simple introduction to technology. We aim to help AI education connect to community, problem solving, practical skill development, and real economic opportunity. In Katavi, ACTS delivered the basic AI awareness version of the program. We reached more than 7,531 participants across 40 secondary schools and communities. The goal was to introduce AI in a simple and practical way, especially to students, teachers, and communities that had limited exposure to advanced digital tools. Our lesson plan focused on basic AI literacy, what AI is, how it works in everyday life, how students can use AI for learning, the opportunities AI create, the risks of misuse, and the importance of responsible use. We also used practical demonstrations so participants could see AI as something real and useful, not just a distant technology. Katavi proved that AI awareness can reach underserved communities even in difficult conditions. 7,099 participants were actively engaged and 432 staff were involved. But it also showed us that awareness alone is not enough. People can become excited and engaged, but they still need a system that helps them continue after the awareness session ends. After our experience in rural Katavi, we implemented the ACTS program at the University of Dar, a more institutionally supported environment. Around 200 students and 5 staff members participated, allowing us to compare how AI learning works in 2 very different settings. Students at UDSM had stronger digital readiness, better exposure to technology, and more capacity to apply artificial intelligence practically. That is why the program direction moved from AI in content towards AI in content creation. The curriculum focused on how AI can support real creative production. This included storytelling, idea development, scripting, AI-assisted visuals, video concepts, voice generation, editing workflows, and how to use AI tools to create content that can be seen, shared, and potentially used in the market. The important lesson in UDSM was that even in stronger university environment, interest alone was not enough. Students still needed structure, real projects, mentorship, tools, and responsibility. This is why the program is now moving toward a focused 5-student, 1-month practical cohort, where selected students learn by producing real content and later help train others. So we call this whole thing train the trainer, where we train people to become trainers for other trainers. Katavi and UDSM were very different environments. Katavi was a rural, low-resource setting. The focus was basic AI awareness at scale. The goal was to help students, teachers, and communities understand AI and see its possibilities. UDSM was a higher capacity university environment. The focus was more practical, especially AI in content creation. The goal was to help students move from awareness into real creative output. But despite the difference, both environments showed the same gap. People became more aware, more confident, and more interested in AI, but awareness did not automatically become income or independent execution. The missing links were clear. First, many learners still needed a concrete use case. Second, they needed a clear path from AI skills to economic opportunities. Third, they needed a system that keeps them practicing, producing, and teaching after the training ends. From both Katavi and UDSM, we saw 3 missing links. First, many learners do not have a clear use case. Second, they do not have a clear path from AI skills to income. Third, after training ends, there is often no system that keeps them practicing, producing, or teaching others. This is why AI literacy alone is not enough. At this point, I would like to hand it over to Yunju Song, Chief Operating Officer of Voice of Calling, who will explain how ACTS is responding to this gap through AI to economy model.
Thank you, Frank. I'm Yunju Song, Chief Operating Officer of Voice of Calling. Based on what we observed in Katavi and UDSM, ACTS proposes a structural response, the AI to economy model. The model moves through 4 stages. 1, awareness, people understanding AI. 2, application, people using AI to produce real work. 3. Continuity. Learners remain active through projects, peer learning, and trainer roles. And 4. Livelihood. They connect their learned skills to teaching, services, clients, and jobs. The key argument is that most current AI education stops at the first stage. People gain awareness, but there is no structured pathway that moves them towards sustained practice or economic participation. This model is our proposed framework for closing that gap. To test this model in a real-world setting, we needed a concrete domain. We chose AI in content creation because it offers a fast, visible path from skill to output. Students can create videos, short films, campaigns, educational content, voiceovers, and brand materials. These outputs can become portfolios. Portfolios create credibility. Credibility can lead to clients, jobs, teaching opportunities, and future projects. That is why content creation is a practical starting point. The first experimental application of the ICEAS model is a focused pilot cohort. We will start with 5 selected students for a 1-month intensive AI content creation program. The students will learn by creating one real AI-assisted production, such as a short film, campaign film, or digital storytelling project. This is not a scaled program. It is a designed experiment built to test whether the 4-stage model actually produces the outcomes we are claiming: real skills, real output, and a foundation for continued practice. At the end of the pilot, students should leave with skills, portfolio, certification, and responsibility for what comes next. The 5-student cohort is not the final goal. It is the starting point. The strongest learners will be prepared to teach others and support future sessions. This is where train the trainer becomes important. It helps the model continue without depending only on external facilitators. It also creates local ownership and makes the program easier to scale. To evaluate whether ICEAS model works, we must define what success at the pilot stage looks like. Our expectation from one cohort is 5 learners able to demonstrate AI content creation skills, 1 completed AI-assisted production, 5 learner portfolios, and at least 1 peer-led training session conducted by cohort members. These program deliverables will serve as indicators that we can use to assess whether the model is producing the desired outcomes and whether it is ready to scale up. However, for this model to become sustainable, local effort alone is not enough. Active and sustained collaboration from countries with stronger technological, educational, and institutional resources, such as the United States and Korea, is necessary. This collaboration should not be a one-time form of support, but a foundation that helps local talent continue learning, creating, teaching, and moving toward economic participation. When this happens, human potential in places like Tanzania can become more active and productive. Youth can become not only learners of AI, but active agents who use AI to solve community problems and create new opportunities. We are looking for serious partners. Some partners can help support cohort funding. Some can provide AI tools, compute credits, or software access. Some can provide training space, studios, internet, or production support. Companies and NGOs can provide real market briefs for students to work on. Research partners can help us measure what actually changes. This is how we turn AI education into a system that produces real value. The question is no longer whether African youth can learn AI. They can. The real question is whether we build systems that help them to use AI to produce, teach, serve, earn, and lead. AI literacy is not the destination. It is the first layer. ICEAS is building the bridge from AI awareness to application, continuity, and livelihood pathways. We invite serious partners, sponsors, institutions, and technology providers to build this bridge with us. Thank you.
The world is changing fast. By 2050, Africa will power a quarter of the global workforce. But only if we're ready. ICEAS.Africa, shaping Africa's future, one mind at a time.